You are about to see a fire, one that has been planned, a demonstration fire. An ashtray with a still smoldering cigarette is dumped into the wastebasket. 2 minutes, 8 seconds. The contents of the wastebasket are smoldering. 7 minutes, 3 seconds. The wastebasket is in flames. 9 minutes, 14 seconds. The room is an inferno. You are about to experience the power of fire.
No one likes to think that fire might destroy his home or his family. Yet each year, fire claims more than 5,000 lives and causes nearly $3 billion in damage to homes. In the next few minutes, you're going to see exactly what happens when this home is involved in a fire. You'll see how rapidly events can unfold, how overpowering and deadly smoke can be, the tremendous impact of fire. And you'll grow to understand the role smoke detectors and sprinkler systems can play in saving your life and your family. But most important, you'll see what action you can take to survive a fire in your own home.
The majority of fire deaths occur at home. The home in our demonstration is a 2-story frame dwelling.
Our fire begins here in the living room where most home fires start. Let's take a look around. This is a typical family room. Comfortable couch, easy chair, books and magazines, and of course the wastebasket, the source of our fire. Through this doorway, just a few feet away, is the kitchen. During the fire, this door will be closed. Next to the living room and kitchen, the dining room, the setting for family get-togethers and gatherings. The front hallway, sort of a catch-all for a busy family, and the only direct exit for someone who may be upstairs. Let's see what we have on the second floor. This is the upstairs hallway, and here's the master bedroom. It's a pleasant room with the usual collection of sentimental items and valuables like this jewelry box. During the fire, the door to the master bedroom will be closed. And over here is a guest room. It's also comfortably furnished. This room is directly above the living room, where our fire begins. This is the children's bedroom. Bunk beds, chests, table, clothes, and toys everywhere. Only one thing distinguishes this house from your home. We've installed test instruments. And as the fire progresses, they're going to measure exactly what's happening with air quality and temperature. Now we're ready to see just what firepower can do to a home.
A carelessly discarded cigarette is the cause of this fire, but home fires can start many ways. Space heaters, wood stoves, faulty electrical equipment, and cooking, among others. In most fires, there is a longer period of time from the appearance of smoke to actual flames. Remember, what you will see and hear was filmed as it actually happened. "30 seconds from first flame, the sofa ignites. From this point, fire grows rapidly. If you discover a fire, leave immediately and call the fire department from a neighbor's house." "1 minute, 4 seconds from first flame. Polyurethane cushioning from the couch starts to melt, spreading fire to the rug. Smoke begins to fill the room. 1 minute 23 seconds. The stairway to upstairs still clear. Things look safe here in the kids' room, but downstairs the fire continues to accelerate. One minute, 35 seconds. The smoke layer in the living room descends rapidly. Gases flowing out of this room now exceed 190 degrees Fahrenheit. One minute, 47 seconds. Light smoke begins to move to the second floor. 1 minute, 50 seconds. The smoke detector at the foot of the stairs sounds an alarm, providing warning before exits are blocked. Take action immediately. Crawl low where the air is cleaner. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. The temperature above the couch is now 400 degrees Fahrenheit. That's over 200 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes, 48 seconds. Smoke pours into the dining room, now only 4 feet above the floor. Thick black smoke moves rapidly upstairs. 3 minutes, 3 seconds. Melted polyurethane burns under the couch. Suddenly, the lampshade ignites. The temperature 3 feet above the floor in this room is over 500 degrees Fahrenheit. No one could survive. 3 minutes, 20 seconds. The upstairs hall is beginning to fill with black acrid smoke, making escape more difficult. From the outside, there may be no evidence of the inferno inside. 3 minutes, 41 seconds. The energy in the room suddenly ignites everything. Within 1 minute, the temperature has risen to over 1,400 degrees. Flashover. The living room windows break out. The entire room fills with flames, forcing huge amounts of smoke and toxic gases throughout the house. Only 2 minutes after the smoke detector sounded, the lower hallway is dark and filled with smoke. The upstairs hall and stairs now impassable. A second escape route is your only way out. 4 minutes, 33 seconds. Only now are flames visible from outside the house. If this fire occurred at night when most fatal fires happen, this would be the first exterior evidence of fire in progress. Flames climb up the outside of the house, entering the guest room window. Fire grows so fast that the fire department may not be able to rescue anyone trapped inside. Firefighters wearing protective clothing enter to search the house and to combat the fire. They begin to control the fire, causing steam to pour out of the first floor. Reaching the second floor, firefighters break windows to release heat and vent smoke. They open walls to check for fire spread. Not all fires behave like this one. Some will move slower, some faster. But if a fire starts in your home, get out immediately and stay out. You have just seen the power of an uncontrolled fire.
Would you recognize this? It's the living room. There's not even a faint reminder of the comfortable room we saw earlier. Nothing identifiable but the coils from this chair. It took just 4 minutes from the first flame in the wastebasket for the temperature in this room to reach over 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. The fire ultimately became so hot, the window glass softened and flowed like taffy. The kitchen door, which we closed, initially acted as a barrier to the flames, but it was no match for the power of fire. Eventually, the flames burned through the top of the door, rolled across the kitchen ceiling, spread smoke and deadly gases, hindering firefighters in their attack from the back entrance. Here, the remains of the dining room, nearly everything destroyed. Only a few items remain intact, such as the china in this cupboard. In the front hallway, flames also rolled along the ceiling, charring the upper portions of the room and the banister. Closer to the floor, there was less flame. But the smoke and intense heat still did a great deal of damage. Remember this? The telephone? And this? The big wheel. And here's the smoke detector that sounded our first alarm. Meeting no opposition, smoke, heat, and fire gases traveled to the second floor, searing and blistering everything within 6 minutes, cutting off the stairway as the family's main exit. Although flames never reached this upstairs hallway, it became hot enough to melt these plastic items. The bathroom, more smoke and heat damage. The children's room was directly in the path of the heat and the smoke. Look at the blistering on the bunk bed and these melted toys. Just 5 minutes after the first flame, a few breaths in this room would have been lethal. Just 5 minutes. In the guest room, flames from the living room came in through the windows and up through the walls. In their efforts to control the fire, firefighters had to rip down much of the paneling. Everything upstairs, damaged or destroyed. Well, almost everything. In this particular fire, this closed door is all it took to ward off smoke and hot gases from the master bedroom. While the temperature in the upstairs hallway was over 300 degrees, the temperature in this room never went over 77 degrees, and the valuable photographs and jewelry are undamaged. But remember, this may not always be the case. A closed door will give you the advantage of time to try a second way out, but it's no guarantee of permanent safety. When a fire starts, leave your valuables and concentrate only on immediate escape. No possessions are worth your life. You have just experienced the damage that fire can do to a home, and you've seen how smoke detectors, closed doors, and escape plans can lessen the danger to you and your family. Are there other measures we can take to lessen the danger and damage? There are. Let's turn back the clock. This is part of a residential sprinkler system, a device designed to spray water during the early stages of fire development. Watch what happens now. A fire identical to the one you just saw has been started in this room. Sprinkler systems have long been used very successfully in commercial buildings to control fires, minimize damage, and save lives. They have now been adapted for home use. In a typical residential sprinkler installation, sprinklers would be placed throughout the house. Triggered by heat, only those located near the fire will discharge water. As before, the fire grows rapidly. Smoke fills the room from the ceiling down. Only 2 minutes 11 seconds from first flame, the sprinkler controls the fire before conditions throughout the house become life-threatening. Of course, the room is very wet, but the sprinkler has confined the fire's damage to one small area. And so for less than the cost of the furniture in this room, lives and property have been saved. Smoke detectors and sprinkler systems buy time in the race against fire. But no matter what precautions you take, no matter how small a fire may appear, its progress is rapid, its power awesome. Escape must be your top priority. All the firefighters in the world cannot alter those few critical moments between the beginning of the fire and the time when escape becomes impossible. What happens in that time depends on you.